Your marketplace business is making decisions based on data that is lying to you. Not because anyone got anything wrong, and not because your systems are broken, but because the same information lives in multiple places, gets updated at different times, and tells a slightly different story dependent on where you look. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that costs you and how to fix it. Every marketplace business starts clean. One spreadsheet, one person maintaining it, one clear picture of what is happening. Then the business grows, a second system gets introduced, perhaps a tool for a new marketplace, perhaps a supplier portal, perhaps a fulfillment partners platform that tracks stock in its own way. Each addition feels reasonable because each one serves a real purpose. But what nobody notices is that the business has begun holding the same information in multiple places, and those places are not always telling the same story. And this is where the real problem begins. Not in the systems themselves, but in the gap between what your data says and what is actually true. That gap starts small and it stays invisible for a long time, until the volume of your business grows large enough to make it expensive. So think about the decisions you make every day as a marketplace seller. What is your true stock position across all channels? What is the real margin on each product after every cost is factored in? Which products should you be putting advertising spend behind right now? Every one of those decisions requires data that is accurate, consistent and current. And if that data lives in 3 different systems, that will last updated at 3 different times, you are not making decisions based on reality. You are making decisions based on your best guess at reality. A business optimizing its advertising spend based on fragmented cost data is optimizing for a fiction. A business making expansion decisions based on inaccurate inventory data is planning for a reality that does not exist. The cost of fragmented data is not always visible on a spreadsheet, but it shows up in every decision the business makes. Here is the thing that most marketplace sellers get wrong when they try to solve this. They go looking for better software, and better software might eventually be part of the answer, but it is never the starting point. Because data fragmentation is not a technology problem, it is a structural habit, one that develops gradually as systems get added without a coherent plan for how they should relate to one another. And you can recreate that habit in the most sophisticated platform money can buy, if you have not made one foundational decision first. The fix starts with 3 questions. First, what data matters most to the decisions your business makes every day? Second, where does that data currently live? How will you ensure that only one version of it is ever treated as the truth? Answer those 3 questions deliberately and maintain the discipline to act on them, and the data problem begins to resolve itself regardless of what tools you are using. What this looks like in practice is straightforward. Inventory levels have one authoritative source, and every other system either feeds into it or draws from it. Cost data has one authoritative source. Pricing logic is documented and applied consistently rather than held in different people's head in slightly different forms. Every team member, every channel, every decision is working from the same version of the same picture. This is not complicated to build, but it does require making the decision deliberately rather than letting the next tool you add make it for you by default. The reason this matters is simple. A business with clean, consistent, centralized data gets stronger as it scales, because every new channel, every new product, and every new decision is built on a foundation that can be trusted. A business with fragmented data gets slower, more expensive, and harder to run as it grows, because every decision is carrying the hidden. Don't forget to like and subscribe for weekly videos on turning marketplace chaos into control.